All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're starting off here at the recycling place. Got to drop off a little bit of stuff. This is the last day of filming before the storm. Most importantly, I came here because I got to find boxes. I've been looking for boxes forever. These are recyclables, so we'll throw these in here. Maybe there'll be some goodies. It's the last day before the big storm. By the time this video comes out, I'll either be completely over snow or I'll be a complete dud, and that'll be that. But let's see if there's any boxes in those. Let's see if there's anything also over here. Looking for Amazon boxes. Nothing in there. Boy, is it chilly. You know, I mentioned how it wasn't too bad when it was -8, even though it sounds pretty bad. It's at 6 degrees right now. It feels way worse. Chewy boxes, don't need those. No chewy boxes. Amazon boxes in Amazon boxes. Those are good. That one's torn. This one, that one's no good. Ulta box. Another Amazon box over there. Take this guy. Oh boy, is it chilly. Man, doing this off gloves too, kind of stupid. But yeah, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everyone's doing all right with the snow. Good box there. Amazon box. Amazon boxes are good, but these things are huge. That's no good. This one's all right. Take that one. Digging for boxes, digging for gold. Alright, I gotta put some gloves on or something, but let's make it a fun episode, see what happens today. Do something else, who knows? Yeah, alright. Yeah, my brain's going full noodly. Let's make it a good one, see what happens. Stay dry, stay warm, and hopefully everyone got shoveled out. Let's do it. Chili's cook-off. Alright, I had to drop off packages. I don't know how many packages I want to be able to drop off. This is Wind Gap Post Office, so not STOCKERTOWN, because I have to go right next door and get my check. Hopefully I get my check for my my auction. So funny enough, with the post office, I kind of expect them to be open on Monday, but you never know. When was the last time the post office has ever really been closed? I guess it's kind of town to town's different, right? I don't know. It's so fun making this video because I know the environment is going to be completely different the day this is posted. Completely different. Well, at least I think it's going to be completely. It's going to be different, just how different. But the funny thing that I wanted to mention was I actually ended up, you guys might remember I found all those like trading cards in the trash the other week, right? It was probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was a box of toys in there for some brand. It's some one of those, you know, Dragon Ball Z kind of brands. I don't know, Pokemon, whatever the brand is. It's one of those oddball trading card games, but there was toys for that. And I actually sold on eBay for a little over 80 bucks. I put it at auction and it ended up selling. And ironically enough, I woke up this morning and someone sent me a message saying, "Are you kidding me? I hope you got robbed," which I have no idea what that was about. So I don't even know what that was about. That was very random, but that's the joys of eBay. I imagine if I had thousands of items listed, I'd probably get a ton of those kind of statements. I don't know if the person was salty that they didn't buy it, or maybe they watched the channel and they're shocked that I made money off something I found in the trash. But whatever it is what it is. But yeah, I got a little over 80 bucks for it. So that was nice, because that came straight from the trash. All right, next stop is to pick up my check. This parking lot's always a beaut. I don't think this, well, I guess they do open. This place is slammed. Anyone who's ever been to this Wind Gap flea market place, you guys might remember it's a lot different than what it was 20 years ago. At least I think it is. a lot different, but not completely different. Two different words. All right, it's not right here. I also imagine it's probably busy here in the winter months because all the outdoor flea markets are closed. All right, so yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff in consignment here. The auction ended last week, so everyone's doing their pickup, and I guess I should be able to pick up my check. I'll show you kind of the breakdown of what it looks like, although this camera really doesn't focus well on paperwork. I know from doing the scrapyard stuff. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I got my check here, and here's all my information of everything that I sold. This is all the stuff from the auction, so some people might be wondering, what's it like selling at an auction? What's the commission like? What's all that kind of stuff like? So, yeah, that's the commission price of each item that's sold. The unit price will be what the item sold for, and then obviously a description of what the stuff is. Almost everything out of this auction was from that one storage unit that had the gun safe. I actually sold the gun safe to Tote Man. You guys might remember Tote Man from the flea market. Yeah, I sold him the gun safe. As is, it didn't have a combination code, so he has to find a way to reset it. He said it was a whole process. The last time he got one out of a storage unit is that he has to go to like the police station. They have to, I don't know if they have to come out or he has to give them the code, but it ends up being a long process to try to reset the code on some of those gun safes. It's not just like calling a locksmith in and having them break it, or just calling the company and doing it yourself, which I understand there's definitely probably a lot of safety protocols with that. But yeah, he bought that. As for everything else, this is literally the entire list. Some things I thought, and I mentioned this in my video, I thought some things sold for more than what they should have sold for, not only because this is a local auction, but because obviously you have eBay, you'll also have Facebook Marketplace, a lot of other places you can purchase items or sell items. So I thought some things sold for more money, just like I thought some things sold for less money. This is what an auction's like. That's what they always say. That's an auction. This is an auction. I've been to auctions in person where things go for over eBay. I've been to auctions where you can buy a van load of stuff to sell wherever you want to for $100. So that is what an auction like. It's the risk and reward management of not doing the work. So yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. We really are super curious. Some things that kind of spoke out to me. Some things I knew I would have to sell at the flea market because, well, it wouldn't be worth it to sell on eBay. So that's the top two items. The air hose, I thought, I don't know what it goes for at Lowe's, but realistically, I couldn't sell it for $10 at a flea market. I could sell it for $5 all day long. $10, probably not. I got $17.50 for it, or that's what it sold for. Obviously, you have the commission over there. The next thing I thought I can sell for $5. I think I looked on eBay, and whatever it was is with shipping because of how heavy it was. I don't know if other people did free shipping or it was just not worth it to list it because I was only selling for $15 plus shipping. Whatever it was, I thought it'd be just easier to do it this way. I got $12.50 for that. I thought I could probably get $5 in the flea market once again, but I didn't want to. The things that kind of stuck out to me was that Dunbrook jacket. That sold for $45. Comparable prices for that jacket with embroidery on it because it's a jacket with embroidery. And people might not know is when you sell clothes, you don't want local companies or variety of companies on the jacket. It usually brings down the value. If you have a Carhartt jacket like this, for example, and you have an embroidery for Scott's Plowing or Scott's Lawn Care, it probably lowers the value of the jacket. I noticed that big time with selling Patagonia jackets, Patagonia wear. You have any sort of company on it, really drops the value. So this jacket without embroidery sells for about $30 to $50. It sold for $45 with embroidery. So I did really well with that. The snap-on jackets, they sold for about what they should sell for. The Kubota jacket also, another thing I think sold for probably about $25 too much. The Dickies jacket, I thought that sold for about $30 too much. So that sold for $60. Stained glass, you might have seen them on Renee's channel. That sold for $20 and one sold for $40. There was a fire alarm box. That was probably one of my better pieces. That sold for $80. A couple other oddball things. I know I brought over a used chainsaw bar. $25 for a used chainsaw bar. Thought that was kind of crazy. And then lastly, on the next page, I had that Snap-on rolling cart. That's kind of the reason why I bought the unit, or at least I think other people even bid on the unit, was because you saw that one Snap-on rolling creeper box, and that's like a dealer piece, and you kind of think to yourself, oh, you see one Snap-on thing, there must be more in the unit. So that definitely inflated the price of that unit. Like I said, that sold for $210. So that's my highest item. My total check, what I got after commission, was $588. So I thought that was really good. The auctioneer made a decent amount of money. Also, he didn't sell, just junk, and they don't want to sell junk because they put a lot of work into creating that auction, creating listings, answering questions, shipping out items, all that. So after commission, I got $588, which was really good. I spent $160 on that unit. I got $180 worth of scrap out of there, and then I still have a bunch of boxes for flea market, as well as I sold a couple things on eBay already. So not bad. Now I'm going to go inside and fight the grocery store. But that's what you get from an auction. It was fun. I enjoy it. I'll do more, definitely, for sure. And that dresser is still up for sale. I think it has about 9 days left. It's still at its opening bid, but I'll let you guys know what it sells for. All right, well, I guess there's a storm coming. Now we look for the best possible pizza. Now I'm looking for, usually I look for the best deal, like what's the most on sale, but we're now trying to figure out if there's any pizza even available. The best one I've noticed has been DeFara Pizza. If anyone out there has had it. Cheez-It pizza, that sounds disgusting. Oh, here we go. Oh, and it's on sale, nice. Looks like we only have classic and pepperoni to choose from. If you haven't had it, they are amazing. I'll do the pepperoni. These DeFara pizzas, they are probably the best frozen pizza on the market. This video is not sponsored, and I'm not going to get paid for that, but I'm telling you right now, it is probably the best frozen pizza on the market. Alright, well, before I knew it, half the day was kind of shot. I guess I got to somewhat prepare for this storm, best possible way. Then I'm going to, well, hold on, I'm going to put the vehicles. This is that. I'll go over there. I'll probably consolidate these recyclables with the other recyclables. What I'm going to do is, see, I have all that, that's garbage. I don't know what the garbage, I don't know what the garbage situation's going to be for this entire week. I really don't. I think I read online that the landfill is going to be closed on Monday. For whatever reason, I feel like my garbage company doesn't use that landfill, but I might be wrong. So if that's the case, I think every single town is going to be pushed back one day. I don't think everyone's very aware, right, that the garbage company hasn't announced that they're pushing back the days. They've just announced that they're closing the landfill. So it means that everyone has to get pushed back, because if they're not picking up on Monday, they'll have to pick up on Tuesday, which means everyone in the week who gets Tuesday will have to be on Wednesday, and so on and so forth. That's just me using my sense, not necessarily what's going on. But I think what I should do is probably put my garbage cans in the garage. You really don't know how easy it is to lift up that garage door as opposed to the other one, unless you had to deal with the other one. Those old wood garage doors, they are awful. And when the springs don't work, completely different. I mean, I lift that up with 2 fingers. I'd have to use 2 hands and all my weight to open the other ones. Truly amazing. It's one of those things in life you don't know until that happens. What are we going to do with the generator? Got a walnut in there. I think I should probably pull this out, hope for the best. My biggest issue here is I've never used a generator. I bought this about 10 years ago, never put gas in it. Oh man, I can already see. Oh, goodness gracious, that ain't good. That's definitely not good. Is that even anything, or is that... No, that's not good. Oh, man. Whatever hose that is completely dry rotted. I don't know if these are good. Oh, man. What a time to figure this one out, right, guys? I don't even know what that hose does. This is also dry rotted. We're in trouble. Well, should have thought of this probably not the day of. Stink bugs on here probably from 10 years ago. I can't even get the lid off. That is crazy. I can't even turn that thing. This thing managed to break itself without even being used. If I even put a drop of gas in here, the thing managed to break itself. Well, definitely can't use it without the hoses. I wonder if... I don't even know how you do this. Like it kind of sucks because it's like nothing even has numbers on them. Like it doesn't say like this hose is such and such and whatever. Huh. Wow. That's for the propane hookup. I don't know what this goes to. That's all dry rotted. That came from something. Look at that. Huh. Well, that really sucks. I'm at a loss for words. So now I guess I just have to figure out the rest of my day. I'll get the rest of the trash cans in here. It's almost like it was good that I bought it because I never had... Well, I always needed it if I needed it. But I wonder how long it has been like dry rotted. And then what else has kind of gone wrong with it. Just makes you wonder about like products and quality of stuff just breaking. This was actually... this is... Well, I don't even know if they still sell them. It's hybrid XP 1000 or 10,000 EH. This was a eBay purchase about 10 years ago on eBay. It's kind of right, like, I don't know if it was right when all that, like the Chinese knockoffs or Harbor Freight kind of tools started meeting the market. And then especially meeting eBay, they would just kind of like, I don't know, if anyone out there does stuff with tools, machinery, you guys might remember like the Chinese backhoes have been really popular. The price on those have dropped so much. I mean, you can probably buy one for about $3,000 now. When they first came to market, they were about 10 grand. Similar to these generators. I think I paid $600 for this. It was on sale from $1,300 to $600. So I don't know what it's going for now. It could be a vintage item. But they were doing these like big sales all the time, like once every 3 months. Well, they'll do 50% off all inventory. And so I bought it thinking I can use it eventually. I haven't had to use it once in the last 10 years. Of course, now it seems like I might need to use it and it doesn't work. The unpreparedness of taco stacks never fails to amaze me. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. I also don't know what we're going to do with this whole week. How are we going to get out 6 videos? I think the trash thing is going to be all screwed up for the entire week, but we'll try to figure out something. I know storage units are ending, I think, on Tuesday, but I don't know what storage facilities do with their plowing situation. We just cleaned out a storage unit. That's where this mattress came from. There's a couple other mattresses behind me. We just cleaned out a storage unit outside this past week, and the plow just did an awful job. I thought I was going to get my van stuck, and that was after that small snowstorm we got. So stay tuned. We'll try to make it work. We'll try to keep the streak going. We'll see what happens, but We might bunker down for a couple days, and maybe the streak will end, and we'll just take a break. So we'll see what happens. Stay warm, stay dry. Hopefully everyone stays safe during the storm, and hopefully everyone can shovel out. So thanks for tagging along. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.